Yeah, they're cooked. Sad edition. Alright, what is this? This is from 5 days ago. Mr. Edubes and
Happy
his
New Year's
wife.
Eve, guys. Hope we have a great
They're married,
2026. Right? And of course, be safe out there if you're going out.
Thanks!
I saw something just so sad.
I don't go outside, though.
That is this clip titled, iDubbbz' wife tells us why she doesn't want to kids with him.
Can I ask a question? Why do the microphone stands have socks over them? That was a choice.
Why she doesn't want kids with him.
I find it fascinating because, like, if I look at you, even in like the viewfinder, extremely masculine chin, which is also why I like the buzz cut, because it like emphasizes your chin.
Okay.
And your like heavy brow.
Okay, that's a compliment. Yeah. I think yeah, sure.
Like, I would argue you have one of the most... Part of the reason why I don't want to have a child with you...
Whoa! I said compliment!
...is because I'm terrified if we have a girl, that she's going to have all your masculine features.
This bitch does not know how genetics works. My dad has, like, the giga manliest chin ever, and I do not have a giga manly chin because I'm a girl, right? Like, what the fuck?
Isn't that interesting? I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
That's not how genetics work, woman.
I have never
Brock Lesnar's daughter, bro, but Brock Lesnar's genes, I don't know, man. Those are overpowering.
Somebody who has such an eagle face, like you have a very strong brow, which is very attractive on men. To be honest, there's a lot of attractive women that have that as well, like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
But combined.
I don't know, man.
Combined with me, I think the combination would be bad for a woman.
I think you're tripping.
I think you're tripping. I don't know. That was like a really backhanded compliment in my opinion, dude.
Top comment on the thread reading, I don't want to have children with you because they might end up looking like you. And look, like I said the other...
I think she just phrased it so badly. Look at Bruce Willis's daughter. Which one is it? He's got a lot of daughters. Doesn't he have like dude, he's got 5 daughters. Damn. Holy guacamole. Are these actually all of his daughters? Damn, they've got massive chins. I don't think she's unattractive. I don't. I don't know. It's not everyone's thing, but like that's really mean to say. That's so mean to say to your fucking for your husband's face. I wouldn't want to have kids because your daughter's gonna come out with a big old chin. I don't know. Some people like that shit. What? They do have big chins. They do. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not stupid, but at the same time, I don't think they're ugly. I don't want to be mean. Told ya. I don't know. I guess it's genetic. Yeah, Mr. Bruce Willis is some powerful seed, but you know. Put it back over. No, they're not ugly. I don't think they're ugly, chat. They're attractive looking. It might not be to everyone's taste, but you know, some guys would fucking absolutely freaking go for it. But I don't think that she should have said. That's why I don't want to have kids with you. It's like, oh my god, ouch, hello?
Day, and I've said
oh
before
my
that
gosh.
as well. I'm not that familiar with iDubbbz. I never watched his old content. Nowadays, I just see
that's
clips
mean,
going around
I
here and there.
think.
But like my point is, every clip I see,
Alana, you have low standards. These women are a 5 max. You are like, you must like supermodels or something. That's crazy to type. One guide, yeah, maybe I'm getting one guide.
it's like they seem like so unhappy with each other. It's just odd.
That's crazy.
And I can't
chat.
imagine being like, yeah, I don't want to have kids because
Look, I'm gonna call it a spade, but like, come on.
worried about their eyebrows. What? in
Their
what world are
forehead.
you gonna not have kids with someone because you're worried that their eyebrows
They're a
might
6
look
to a
too
7,
freaking
exactly.
bold or whatever, however she put it. I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? Sounds look, I don't know if it's a lie and there's like other reasons she doesn't want kids with him, or if it's really like that. What's the word? Oh, vain. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Like, imagine being that vain. Oh yeah, forget having kids.
Again, I feel like if someone said that to me and I'm their partner and we're like sitting across from each other and they're like, you know, you have a really feminine face, but I feel like if we had a boy, I would be really scared they would have a feminine face too, because, you know, like, it's kind of ugly, but like it's really attractive on a woman, but it's not so attractive on a man. And it's like, I don't know, it's just so poorly phrased. Did she say what she wanted to say, or like what?
Because the eyebrows might be too thick. People talking about how much of a sad
I
clip
think
that
it's
is.
insulting for sure.
And, you know, it's...
Maybe I'm being
the
too
other aspect
sensitive,
to
I don't
why this
know.
is crazy is, like, why even
I'm
say
being a
that in
woman.
public either? Like, that's a crazy conversation to have in private. It's even crazier to just, like, admit that for content, like, on a video or stream, whatever it was. There's a clip of her saying no straight woman would ever find him attractive.
What? That's so mean.
What? Yeah, she constantly brings up how attractive
No, I gotta find out like where these clips are.
if she finds Hasan. She, like, constantly berates iDubbbz. I tried to look that
That
clip
is true. She did say like, "Oh, Hasan's super attractive. I think he's super cool."
up now and I can't find it.
She has
Honestly, I'm
said
sure I
that.
could find it if I spent like a few more minutes looking. I'm just being lazy now, and I got like
Wow, reported.
I want to get some groceries before New Year's Eve traffic and all that. But like, there was a clip I saw of Hasan.
Maybe he's got a kink, yeah,
of
maybe.
Anissa. I think that's the girlfriend's name, right? Anissa. My bad if I got that wrong. But it's like Anissa talking about how she sees Hasan without a shirt on and she finds it so attractive. What's with these men? Like, all roads lead back to Hasan. I know.
Oh my god.
Kind of a dead.
I mean, honestly, again, I don't think it's about insecurity or like feeling like you have low self-confidence, but like if you think about it personally, like you're a guy and your girlfriend is like, wow, this guy that we've met in real life, because they have met in real life, I'm pretty sure, right? Like Hasan and his and them have met in real life. It's like, oh my god, he's like so attractive. It's like, I don't know, I just like, even if you truly think that, I feel like saying that to your spouse or significant other, it's like a degree of I don't know, I think it's just a little bit, you know, a bit of a disrespect. Like if a guy said that to a woman, it's like, oh my god, she was so attractive, like her tits were fucking huge, I love that. It's like,
Of course, but that's what these people do. What I'm saying is, Anissa glazes
weird,
Hasan.
isn't
That's
it?
an understatement. Cutie Cinderella talking about how Hasan tries to make her look at his package.
Oh yeah, that was a thing too.
Ludwig is there in the conversation. Ludwig says nothing except like, "Oh, that's crass." That's it. That's all you got to say. And then he still like tries to.
Cutie Cinderella was talking about how she met Hasan in real life, and then said like, yeah, he kept like kind of gesturing to his quote unquote his package and making people look at it.
Glaze Hasan as much as he can. iDubbbz wants to be the
Again, put that into the perspective of like, if you see, oh, like, oh, she's being sensitive. Think of how a woman would, like, if a woman did that with her like boobs or like her coochie. Like, you don't think that's a bit weird? You don't think that's a bit strange? I would, just a bit.
Hasan. What is with these?
It's not like he actually did
Why is
anything,
it
but
that
it's
the
something
VTuber
that's
gets
weird
accused
for
of being
sure.
a femboy needs to point out how like unmasculine this is. It's just crazy to me.
Weird.
What the frick is going on with these dudes? And look, I'm not saying they should be crashing out about this. Certainly not, because that's also not a good thing to be doing. But
I wouldn't mind if a woman did that, just saying. But you're in a relationship. You think that would be nice to have, like, for your boyfriend to look at another girl's tits that's not your girlfriend? Like, I understand if you're like, oh, you're single or whatever, like, do whatever the fuck you want kind of thing, but, like, I think it's weird.
I would think they'd be handling all this.
Also, isn't Hasan with
the
Valkyrie
only
or
credit I can
something?
give iDubbbz out of sheer kindness is pointing out how at the end of that clip, at least he said, like, nah, you're tripping. Usually, from what I've seen, he doesn't defend himself at all from, like, this weird dynamic that they've got where she's, like, berating him and stuff. So, I mean, there was that at least, but yeah, the bar is so freaking low. And I tell you what, I'm gonna try not to be lazy, and I'll try to find that clip that I mentioned a moment ago of Anissa like going off about how much she loves seeing Hasan without a shirt on. But first, I want to take a look at this Asmund clip with you guys. Asmongold on iDubbbz's declining mental state. I'm curious to see what Asmund's take is on this.
But, like, I really mean this in the most serious way possible. The way that iDubbbz explains things now makes me think that he got CTE with boxing.
Oh no! I mean, I've met people who've been in car wrecks that had like traumatic brain damage. That shit, as you age, actually does get worse. You get more aggressive and you become worse at explaining things in stories and stuff. That's like a symptom. Because what happens is, when you get brain damage, like serious brain damage, I'm not talking like, oh, a chatter has brain damage and we're like joking around, right? I'm talking about like actual traumatic injury. The impacted flesh of your brain never becomes the same because it's a brain tissue. And it's like, it doesn't fully repair. And as you age, it gets worse. It's just that you have preventatives to like stop it from having like worse consequences of that. Yeah, like, I don't know. It could be.
Just the way that he talks and the way that he explains things, there has been some sort of mental trauma that he's been through. And I don't know if this is stress, boxing, or what. But, like, I remember one time whenever he tried to explain an argument, he just explained my argument back. And I was like, wait a minute. I think there's something wrong here. This is an issue. And I know what it's like because, like, I think that I've lost a degree of, like, mental acuity dealing with a lot of trauma myself. Like, I'm not as sharp as I was. Maybe I will be in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, I do disagree with Asmund on the CTE theory. It's just highly unlikely. It's not 0% chance, but
I don't know, it could be.
I think
I'm not even trying to be mean, because, like, traumatic brain injuries are no joke. Like, people can, like, fall downstairs or get into car wrecks, and then, you know, as they get older, their brain can't, like, repair itself as well, and you have to, like, go through, like, you know, specialists and shit. Like, I don't know.
Been training since, what, like, 2022?
Because, unironically, I remember when I would send my brother Kickstarter crap videos of like iDubbbz making fun of people, and he's just such a funny guy. And now, like, I feel like 10 years later, he's just not the same person anymore. And I understand people can change and stuff, but like his arguments are just so bad. Like, even from a logical perspective, when you sit down and it's not like a live argument, it's like he's actually just, you know, reading a script and writing down thoughts. I feel like he's just become, like, slower as a person.
He's only got 2 fights.
He got smoked in all of them? I don't know. I don't know about, like, actually his fights, but, like, yeah, it could be. I don't know.
So unlikely if he got CTE that easily. It would be, like, very unfortunate, obviously, if that's what happened. But yeah, it's so unlikely.
Some people like also get really aggressive, too.
He'd be, like, one of the most unfortunate easily CTE cases of all time, if that's what happened to him. Some of the dudes that I train with and spar with have had like dozens of fights. They've been doing it for a decade in some cases, sometimes even like way more than a decade. We're talking like decades.
But we're also talking about people who probably either trained or they have a genetic predisposition. There's actually a statistics with professional boxers where they unironically just have a thicker skull and a thicker shield of like skin that disperses the impact better and keeps them like going in a round longer than the average person or like another boxer of the same level. Like, it's an actual genetic predisposition for like traumatic brain injury to prevent it because they're like thicker skulled.
Granted,
your
I don't really spar,
brain
those dudes
doesn't
anymore, 'cause,
bounce
like,
around
coaches
as
are kinda,
hard.
retired and all that, but
You know,
I digress. They'll have like, you know, knee problems and some other chronic issues, but CTE generally isn't one of them. That said, boxing definitely does have a higher chance of getting CTE than like a Nakamui would, because boxers generally take a lot more hits to the head than like a kickboxer. So there is that. But as mentioned with the context of iDubbbz, I think it's highly unlikely that's what's going on.
I don't
The
know,
trauma
hard to
theory,
say.
though, I mean, that could be. I don't know about
trauma
iDubbbz.
trauma, by the way, like, this is a fucked up like thing, but actual emotional trauma and physical trauma, what people don't understand, mental trauma actually makes your brain like shut down and block out and removes memories from your brain in that time period, and it's associated with like cognitive, I want to say cognitive dissonance. Like, you can't like put thoughts together because there's like actual missing parts in your head from the emotional trauma that you've been through. Like, it happens with child abuse. Like, people who grow up with like really, really serious child abuse, like they don't function like normal people do. And I don't mean like normal as in like, oh, you're dumb. It's like, I mean like actual just like neurotypical people. Yeah. Samite brain fucked it? I don't know, maybe.
Personal life. I don't know if he ever talked about
Maybe,
something like
I don't
that
know.
publicly. I haven't seen
It's possible.
it. Or maybe something happened to him that he's just never talked about. That's also possible. I would say at the very least that's more likely than the CTE theory. And of course, like Asmund said, these things can negatively impact people in various ways, including losing this like so-called sharpness. I don't really want to go into details about this.
Play
I've recorded
Sudoku
this
every
part of the
day,
video
chat.
specifically
Play
now multiple
puzzles.
times because I'm really uncomfortable with this topic. And I keep messing my words up and like rambling too much, and it's just it's a complete mess, dude. But I'll just say this, you know,
You're
I've had to
right.
make some of the most difficult and horrible choices anyone would have to make regarding the people they care the most about in life, and I've seen some of the most horrible things anyone could see in life, and it's happened
Damn.
multiple times before I could even get over it the first time. It happened again, and then it happened again,
Damn!
and then you're left with almost nothing. But
That sucks.
that sounds kind of messed up. Oh my gosh, this is why I keep messing this video up. Let me just close with this. Like, I'm trying to end on a positive note here, excuse me, which is, even if you lose that sharpness from whatever happened, you can get it back for sure.
Yeah.
And you can keep on like leveling up from there. Sounds generic, but it is true. So that's all to say that for Asmin, who's worried about not getting that sharpness back, I do think he can get it back for sure.
You gotta play
And,
puzzles,
you know, on the
chat.
theory of if this also happened to iDubbbz or
Play
something
video
similar
games.
to it. Look, I think he's a weird dude. He does weird things, makes weird points, excuse me. But I do wish him all the best all the same. And to anyone that this stuff may apply to, I wish you all the best. And here's the sad part, though. If this stuff doesn't apply to you, it probably will at some point in life.
Sure,
Because, look,
yeah.
none of this stuff makes any of us
Play
special.
more
It's something most people
No, that'll give
will
you
go
brain
through
damage.
at some point in time. You know, and all we can do is keep on going. So, again, generic, but that's life sometimes. I'll leave
True.
it there,
Chat,
guys.
the
Thank
best you
for
can
tuning
do is
in.
get
Let
back
me know what you think
up.
about all this in the comments. Oh, hold on a second. I did say I was going to, like, look for that other clip of Anissa going off about how much she loves seeing Hasan shirtless. Look, I'm not in the mood to look that up now after this video took a bit of a darker, or let's just say like heavier topic here at the end. And I still really do need to go to the store.
I'm okay.
So,
I don't want to see
yeah,
Hasan
I'm just going to end this
shirtless.
video here. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely New Year's Eve and a wonderful 2026, and I'll see you in the next one.
I kind of wish he included the part where Anissa was like, oh my god, I thought it's so attractive when it's third off. Oh my god. Like, even if you truly think that, you shouldn't say that in front of another guy. I feel like it's so rude. Even the most confident person. Is this the clip? Anissa ponders on why Ian's OnlyFans demographic would look like. In no world could you appeal to straight women, then goes on to say Hasan would attract everyone. This is from 2 years ago? Oh, man. No. Thanks for looking that up. What is this? Oh, is this Hardcore
The
WoW?
mustache and trimmed up the mullet. I think you would appeal to gay and bisexual men, mostly.
Gay and bisexual men, that would be my strategy.
No, and bisexual women. I think actually your strongest demographic is bisexual women right now, as is.
Okay.
God, I love WoW.
Like, I actually don't think there's a world.
Why is he so muted? I do feel kind of bad for him, even though he's a dickhead. Like, I just feel bad.
Where I appeal to straight
This guy's got to feed his pet. He's got to be more optimal.
women.
You could appeal to straight
You know what?
women.
I think you're right. Yeah, that actually
Feed
makes
your
a lot of
pet.
sense. That lines up with my history.
Appealing to like straight women,
Backpedaling.
specifically straight women, I think would be. It's just not
You're fighting
vibe
orange
is
mobs.
Not. It doesn't really. Have you ever considered opening up an OnlyFans?
Me?
Yeah.
I start to consider it when I freaking look in the mirror about to shower. I'm like, yeah, I've been working hard.
This makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. It's the cadence.
Um,
Why are you
I'm not
fighting
opposed
orange
to it.
mobs, brother?
I think
Femboy arc, yeah.
Femboy arc.
Arc. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You have a lot of range.
Yeah. Someone said, "Is there a look that appeals to everyone?"
Oh
Or
no.
what look appeals to everyone?
Hassan Abi appeals to everyone.
Dude. Oh, the feral's dying.
He does.
It's so funny to say, though.
Feral's about to die. That's so funny. This is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. There's something that makes me so uncomfortable listening to that. And he's playing World of Warcraft.